The 4 reasons we fail to rise. These are the 4 reasons that I have found over the last 20 years entrepreneurs fail to reach their purpose, or what we call their 100%. Number 1 is they fail to rise because they have not replaced fear with knowledge. I always tell people, if you want to do something and you're scared of it, gain more knowledge on what you're trying to do and allow that knowledge to replace the fear. And that applies to entrepreneurship as well. A lot of times we don't take the necessary steps to reach our goals because we lack knowledge, and that lack of knowledge holds us back with fear. Number 2 is we have to be willing to change our mindset. We have to be willing to do things that put us outside of our comfort zone and that make us stretch our abilities a little bit. And we also have to be willing to reach out and ask for help. We have to allow people to come in and guide us properly. A lot of times you have to be willing to let go and hire other people to help you grow. And this is one of the reasons why entrepreneurs don't grow properly, is they're not willing to change their mindset. Number 3 is they're not willing to maximize the connections in their life, their friends or their relatives. They're not willing to hire a coach to help them grow properly. They're not willing to reach out to other colleagues to help guide them in their business growth. And last, they don't use a business operating system. Using the right business operating system gives us confidence. I always say it gives us confidence in resources with hiring people and our financials and our time. It gives us confidence and inspiration with our vision, our long-term, our short-term, our culture. It gives us confidence in our systems, our structure of our organization with our meetings and our KPIs and our processes, our procedures and our policies. And then last, it gives us confidence with engagement. Engagement is where we're engaging properly with our customers and giving the right messaging out to them and proper sales techniques to get us to where we need to get to in order to achieve our 100%. The RISE business framework breaks down into these 4 quadrants: resources, inspiration, systems, and engagement. Resources are time, money, and people. Inspirations, values, purpose, and goals. Systems, process, procedures, and policies. And engagement is brand, succession, automation. Every business that starts with 3 things. It starts with a passion. It starts with a product that makes profits. So passion, product, and profits is what starts our businesses and gets them off the ground. But once we have that business off the ground, we want to make sure we grow properly. And a lot of people go straight to engagement. Once they have a passion, a product that's making money, they want to maximize that profit. They go straight to engagement and they try to expand too fast. And you've heard this statement before, they grew too fast. And the truth is, it's not a thing. You can grow as fast as you want. The question is, did you grow right? And when companies go straight from starting a company with the 3 Ps, passion, products, and profits, they want to expand with engagement too fast. And then they find themselves not having the right systems to support it. And then when they don't have the right systems, they put more stress and stuff on their goals, and they don't achieve their goals. And when that happens, they turn back to the resources, and all they do is put more pressure on the resources that they do have. That includes themselves. And they work more hours, and they maximize their time, and they're not present at home, and they feel very burnt out. Why? Because they had a passion. They had a product that made profits, and they went to engagement, then to systems, and then to missing their goals, and then to leveraging their resources the wrong way. And what I'm asking you to do today is make sure you take that product, that passion, and that profits, and put them in the right sequence, starting with resources, time, money, people. Make sure you have predetermined the time that you're going to allow this product to succeed or fail. Make sure you understand how much money it's going to take. Make sure you create a business pro forma, and make sure you understand what people you're going to need to be successful. And that includes you. Then set goals. Inspire those resources. Make sure those goals are set properly with long-term vision, short-term vision. And those goals are being driven by purpose. The purpose that came from the passion of why you started the business in the first place. And then driving it down into long-term vision, short-term vision, and keeping the culture healthy. Next, we can develop systems so we can let go without losing control. And that's very important to let go. But you have to do it without losing control, having the right meeting structure, the right KPIs to tell you when to come back in as a visionary. And then it's also really important to not only have that meeting structure and that KPIs, but to start documenting your processes, your procedures, and your policies, so people not know just what to do, they also know how to do it and when to do it. And then we've earned the right. I call this the ETR quadrant. earn the right for expansion, earn the right for engagement, earn the right to build that brand and magnify it around the country and expand to different markets and in different customer bases. But you have to grow properly, because if you don't, you hit what we call plateaus. You go through growth plateaus where you feel stuck. And maybe that's you today. Maybe you're growing to rise to your 100%, but you're stuck down here in quadrant 1 because you're the resource. You're taking all your time, it's eating up all your money, and you're the person out doing the work. Make sure you do these right. Go through quadrant 1, identify what resources are the right resources for your company so that you can grow properly past this plateau. And then you get into the second quadrant. Maybe you have all the right people in the right seats, and you have it's making money, and all those things feel great, but maybe you're not driving hard enough, and maybe you got people in your organization that are hurting your culture now. And maybe you've got the wrong goals, or maybe you're not shooting high enough for your goals. And we got to get that dialed in so we can grow again. And maybe now you're here in the systems quadrant and you've hit the plateau of not being able to let go. Or maybe you do let go and people don't do it quite the way you would do it because you don't have process, procedures, and policies in place to let go properly. And maybe your communication style is starting to get complex. You went from one to many, and you went from a communication style with one other person on your team that's very, very easy to do to a very complex meeting structure. And now you need daily, weekly, monthly meetings in order to make sure the communication is dialed in your organization. I always say if you want to kill a business fast, take out the lines of communication. And when we get to the systems quadrant, if our communication is not dialed in, we can take a great product, making great profits, and a great passion driving it, and kill the business really, really fast by having people in the organization where the left hand doesn't know what the right hand's doing. And then from there, we grow into engagement. And engagement's where we open up the brand. We open up the logo and the style of it and the messaging. And now we're expanding and we're putting 10x fuel in the fire to grow it properly. And that's how we grow through each one of these plateaus.